little one. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, then. Very good. Push. Push. Very good. God. Push. Come on. Come on. Come on, then. There you are.
You need to see something. This changes everything.
Maybe it could stop the war. It's up to us now. We have to return this egg to Zadia.
Box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid.
Let us give us a chance, my precious. Ah, eggs! Eggs it is!
That's right, 1970s frog mutant golem. We're talking about eggs. Big eggs, small eggs, even eggs laid by rocks. To celebrate Easter, I threw myself a personal egg hunt across the many books of Pathfinder and even 3.5, all to bring you a basket full of awesome items for your next Pathfinder game. But before I crack the shell and get into the video proper, if you're looking to escape the sunshine and pollen of spring, why not join the Dice Bag crew from D6 Damage as we tackle the Carrion Crown Adventure Path? The first 2 episodes are up on YouTube right now, and we're playing live every Friday at 12 noon Pacific time. I'm going to be starting off with some standard animal eggs. For player characters, particularly those with knowledge nature or wilderness survival skills, these might be an additional source of loot for you. Now for DMs, this could be an unusual or exotic payment given to the party. Finally, the book doesn't list an actual price for the egg of most of these animals. So what I've done is I've taken the base price of the animal, which I'll also give you, and cut it basically in half. Starting off is lizard. A fully grown lizard will cost you 5 copper pieces, so an egg should be 2 copper pieces. An owl will cost 10 gold, so an owl egg could be about 5 gold. An exotic parrot will cost 50 gold pieces, so a parrot egg could go for around 25 gold pieces. A raven from the stately days of yore will cost 2 gold pieces, so a raven egg could cost about 1 gold piece. Both constrictors and vipers go for 5 gold pieces, so the eggs of these snakes could be around 2 gold, 5 silver. A turtle will cost 3 gold, so a turtle egg could cost 1 gold, 5 silver. Finally, a chicken will cost 1 gold, but considering the number of eggs they lay, 5 copper might be a more realistic price. Now that we're done with the basic animals, let's get into the fun stuff, starting with an axebeak egg. An axebeak egg will cost 1,000 gold. Axebeaks are used as hunting, riding, and even guard animals. An axebeak will lay 1d4 plus 1 eggs per year, and axebeaks can live to be about 50 years old. Next, we have the hippogriff egg. That will cost 200 gold. A hippogriff will lay only 1 egg at a time. Hippogriffs are often used as mounts, and they're much easier to train than griffins are. A griffin egg can cost 3,500 gold. Typically, a griffin will lay 4 eggs a year. However, taking griffin eggs and forcing griffins into servitude, they have an intelligence of 5, could be seen as enslavement by good aligned cultures and deities. Also, if you return the stolen egg of a griffin, the griffin is likely to understand and appreciate what you've done for it. Next, we have Pseudodragons. There is no price given for Pseudodragon eggs, so I've halved the cost of a Pseudodragon itself, which you can buy. This has a similar problem to the Griffin, where Pseudodragons have an intelligence score of 10, so buying and selling them could be seen as inappropriate by some authority figures. However, Pseudodragons are known to serve as familiars. A Pseudodragon will lay 2 to 5 eggs a year. A Pseudodragon will cost 200 gold, so an estimation on a Pseudodragon egg is 100 gold. Next up, Owlbear. A juvenile owlbear and owlbear eggs, presumably, can sell for up to 3,000 gold pieces in major cities. The lair of an owlbear, typically located in a desolate wilderness, can contain up to 6 juvenile owlbears or eggs, whatever the case may be. A professional trainer can charge up to 2,000 gold to train an owlbear as a guard animal. Alright, on to rock eggs. An undamaged rock egg is worth up to 4,000 gold pieces. They are also quite difficult to get, as rocks tend to build their nests in inaccessible mountains. Rocks are even used as mounts and guard animals by storm and cloud giants. An exciting, dangerous loot item are basilisk and cockatrice eggs. There is no price given for these creatures, so what I would do as a DM is multiply the CR times 10 and have that be the total number of gold that each egg is worth. For a standard cockatrice, that would be 30 gold. For a basilisk egg, it would be 50 gold. Both basilisk and cockatrice have really great origin stories related to their eggs, such as hatching from a chicken egg hatched under a toad, or a crocodile egg hatched under a chicken. This even opens up the possibility of allowing your players to do some weird magical animal experimentation. For those of you heading into undiscovered regions where dinosaurs still roam, there is no price given for dinosaur eggs. But they do give the prices for grown dinosaurs, so going with the system that we've worked out so far, I've divided the prices in half. Some possible dinosaur eggs players could encounter are Dimetrodon. A Dimetrodon can sell for up to 600 gold, making its egg worth about 300 gold. One of my favorite dinosaurs, a Pachycephalosaurus, is worth about 1,200 gold, making its egg worth about 600 gold. A Stegosaurus is worth about 4,200 gold, making its egg worth, ballpark figure, 2,100 gold. A Triceratops can go for 5,600 gold, making the egg worth 2,800 gold. Finally, the big daddy dino of them all, the T-Rex, can go for a whopping 8,100 gold. So an egg could fetch 4,050 gold. Finally, no list of eggs would be complete without dragon eggs. Pathfinder doesn't provide any stats on this. However, the 3.5 Dragonomicon had a list of dragon eggs and some interesting features about them. Broken up by color, this list includes incubation time, some special conditions under which they need to be incubated, and the size. Starting with black. A black egg should incubate for 480 days. It needs to be either submerged in acid or in a swamp. A black dragon egg is tiny. Blue. These have a 600-day incubation time. They need to spend half of the day at around 100 degrees, and the other half of the day around 50 degrees. Blue dragon eggs are small. Brass. A brass dragon egg needs to incubate for 480 days. They need to be kept in an open flame. Brass dragon eggs are tiny. Bronze. Bronze dragon eggs need to incubate for 600 days. They need to be kept either in seawater or in a place where the tide can wash over them. Bronze dragon eggs are small. Copper. A copper dragon egg needs to incubate for 540 days. They need to be either in clay, sand, or immersed in acid. Copper dragon eggs are tiny. Gold. Gold dragon eggs, I don't know how you would ever get one, but if you did, needs to incubate for 720 days in an open flame. Gold dragon eggs are medium. Green. Green dragon eggs need to incubate for 480 days, either in acid or wet leaves. Green dragon eggs are small. Red. Heaven help you if you somehow get your hands on this. They need to incubate for 660 days, kept in an open flame. Red dragon eggs are medium. Silver. Silver dragon eggs need to incubate for 660 days. They need to incubate in snow or in ice. Silver dragon eggs are small size category. Finally, white. White dragon eggs need to incubate for 420 days, again in snow or ice, but they are tiny. Now for the item stats on dragon eggs. The stats of the egg will change as it increases in size. A tiny egg will weigh 1 pound. It has 8 hardness and 10 hit points, and a break DC of 12. A small size category egg weighs 8 pounds. It has a hardness of 10 and 15 hit points. It has a break DC of 13. Finally, those medium category eggs will weigh 60 pounds. They have 10 hardness and 20 HP and a break DC of 15. Now I'd like to move on to some cool egg items. Starting with an incubation stove. These were created by dwarves for incubating owlbear eggs. Although it's reasonable to assume that other incubator stoves or incubators of some kind exist. Anyway, this specific owlbear-sized stove will cost 750 gold, and it weighs 250 pounds. Next, a very interesting and kind of creepy item is the orbuscular sack. These are magically enhanced spider eggs. This is a magically enhanced spider egg sack. When thrown, it creates a spider web 5 feet thick, 20 feet wide, and 20 feet high. In bright light, any creature attempting to avoid the web must make a DC 20 check in order to see it. This check increases by 5 for every light level lower. This acts as the web spell. For additional fun, think about the poison egg spell. This transforms the contents of a normal egg into a dose of centipede poison. This is an injury poison with a DC 11. It does 1 dexterity damage for 4 rounds. When applied to a weapon, you have no chance of accidentally poisoning yourself. Finally, I'd like to leave you with some egg inspiration. Second only to The Hobbit, my favorite book as a kid was Dinotopia. There's a fantastic section in there all about the dinosaur egg hatchery. It's a fantastic illustration and really great for helping you design the maps for your hatchery or an egg holding area of some kind that your players might visit. Next, Magic the Gathering has some great egg cards, such as Dragon Egg. This starts off as a 0/3 defender, but when it dies, it makes a 2/2 red dragon token with flying and fire breathing, of course. Similar but a little bit different is the Roc Egg. This is a 0/3 defender. When it dies, you make a 3/3 bird token with flying. My all-time favorite egg in Magic the Gathering is Ludwig's Test Subject. I built a whole deck around this card. It's a 0/3 defender, and you spend mana to hatch it. When it hatches, it makes a 13/13 lizard with trample. Finally, there's the Golden Egg. When the Golden Egg enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and you can sack it for mana or 3 life. Over in Warhammer Fantasy, Dark Elf HQs can take dragon eggs as an item. This is a one-time use item that the Fiendish Dark Elf will eat. This increases their magical power for 1 turn. A way to implement this almost certainly evil mechanic in your Pathfinder game would be to have the player that eats the dragon egg increase their caster level for a number of rounds. Finally, in the H.P. Lovecraft story Herbert West Reanimator, the titular mad scientist used a vat of tissue derived from the eggs of tropical lizards. He used this to preserve body parts for going all mad science-y all over everything. I hope you've enjoyed the D6 Damage Egg Item Guide for Pathfinder. If you're interested in more strategy and class analysis guides for Pathfinder, 1st edition or 2nd edition, check out D6 Damage on YouTube and BitChute. And if you want to take your game further, join the D6 Damage Discord. We have fantastic discussion groups about character builds, strategy guides, and announcements about upcoming content. Thank you for watching.